Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the studio. We now have two new guests representing the Khidmat al-Khalq campaign called Love for All, Hatred for None. During the year, they've been helping mankind by arranging soup kitchens, distributing food to homeless shelters, and even invited the ones in need to the mosques around Sweden to distribute clothes and food. So could you just as a start...
Well, I'll welcome you first.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Both of you, Sarmad Sahib and Numan Baig Sahib. So, yeah.
And could you just briefly explain what this project has been about, how it started? And
Love for All, Hatred for None.
The project with the soup kitchen started from the refresher course that we had in Malmö. And there we set the agenda that inshallah we will arrange a soup kitchen in every main city in Sweden. And from there on, we had a little bit difficulties with the financial part.
Right.
And Numan said he did great work with this, and got in contact with many stores who provided food for us, which helped out a lot, alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah.
And we were able to arrange soup kitchen now in Malmö, Stockholm, and Gothenburg.
MashaAllah. And you have already arranged these?
Yes,
in these cities. Okay, great. Numan, just a quick question to you about soup kitchen is one thing, about the whole humanitarian work that you've been doing in Sweden as from Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya. If you just summarize that what different subjects or topics you're touching?
Mainly we're focused on the homeless, feeding the hungry, providing clothes to them. We have arranged soup kitchen, as Hanasab said. We have invited them to the mosque, where we have distributed food, provided clothes, and they have also been able to bring food home. And we have also distributed food to the different shelters here in the main city, and this has been received quite well.
I think what we have learned is how big the need is.
Yeah.
Actually, you as a normal Swedish citizen, you don't see the need. For example, you normally go to the central station here in Gothenburg, and as a normal person, you just go to your train or whatever business you have doing there, and you don't see the need. But now when we're doing this, it has been an eye-opener for us. And yeah, then there is a big need in Sweden for this type of charity work.
Obviously, talking to you earlier, you've discussed the reactions that you've gotten from some of the homeless. Would you care to share some of those?
For example, one young guy, maybe around 20 years old, he asked us, "Who are you? What are you doing?" And we said, "We come from Ahmadiyya Jamaat, Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat, and we are helping the ones in need, trying to fight poverty and providing food for them." And we offered him a bag of food, and he accepted it and said, "Thank you, you're like angels, because we need people like you." And another time we were distributing food in the central station. We saw a mother with her child, a young daughter, and they pointed towards a homeless man. So we went there, gave him the bag with food, and then went back to the mother and her daughter and said, "Thank you for helping us." And with almost tears in their eye, they said, "What you're doing is unbelievable. Please keep doing it." And they asked us who you are, and we said we're from Ahmadiyya Jamaat, and they asked, "Why are you doing this?" And I said, "Our motto is love for all, hatred for none, and it includes everyone, even if you're hungry or wherever you are."
Of course, it's basic part of our faith to help the needy. So we want to show a different type of Islam than what is being broadcasted through the media.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, true. Hana Saib, about the what Baig Saib just said, that you got comments. You are the angels. I mean, that's exactly what people feel who are in need. So in the light of Promised Messiah, Hazrat Masih Maud Salam's teachings, that is probably exactly the same thing. So if you'd like to say something about, I mean, what Huzur taught, and what do we plan for the next year or something?
He says it's part of my faith to help the needy. And yeah, it's exactly what the Quran is teaching. So this is, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it's something that everyone should be taking part in. Every single khuddam, everyone in our Jamaat should be helping out with this. As a part of our faith.
Exactly.
And it's also something that it brings humbleness to you to see this, to see the need.
How has the reaction within the Jamaat been? Have you had loads of Khuddam coming forward to help? And
a lot of Khuddam has said that this is what we've been waiting for, that this is what we need to do, go out in society and make people notice us, that this is the Jamaat, this is what we do, helping people in different kinds of ways. And also, this is not just the Khidmat al-Khalq, this is a very good tabligh. A lot of people ask who you are, do you have any website? We have our jackets on that says Love for All, Hatred for None, with the address of our website. And a lot of people have said that we have gone to your website and read information about you. Yeah.
Which is a very positive thing. Yeah, true. And just speaking a little bit about, the breadth of your campaign again. I know that you mentioned about the clothes, food, this and that. About blood donation, I can think of. That's one thing probably. So have you been doing something with blood donation yet? Because I know in Malmö
we
they
are,
have.
of course, encouraging the people to donate blood. Those who fulfill their requirements, we are encouraging them to go and register for a donation, as it's a very easy way to save lives.
Exactly. Yeah. But probably, and we foresee to have something very big with Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya Sweden, the way they do in USA and Canada and the other countries.
Yeah, we can work together with the Red Cross, for example, as they're doing in other countries, and in this way we can encourage more people in the society, not only the Jamaat but also people outside in the close neighborhood and so on. If we are able to bring a blood donation bus here, then the whole neighborhood can take part in this, and they will also get to know our mosque and our Jamaat.
We've already had, when we discussed earlier, you told me about other companies, big companies that we've started cooperating with that give you the food. How do you contact these? What's the first contact like with these companies?
A phone call, and we present ourselves and say that we distribute food to the homeless or the needy ones in the city. Every Sunday we arrange soup kitchens in the city, in our mosque, and that makes them interested, and they want to help us and say that we can definitely help you. And they say that we do have food that needs to be used and we don't want to throw it away, so this is a good opportunity for us to help people.
I think also as the more we do, the easier it gets to find new contacts and new collaborators with this project. So they know about us now, and so it's easier for us when we're calling new partners then they already know about us.
If we just talk about the participation of Khuddam or the people from our own Jamaat, what do you think, what strength can we just count on? Definitely it's the whole Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya, but I'm just talking about the very active members who are really...
I think that, for example, now Numan mentioned that there was approximately 5,000 portions distributed this year.
Mashallah. That's a very big number, mashallah.
Alhamdulillah. So, and in average we are around 3 to 5 Khuddam per weekend doing this. So if this number would get 10 doubled, then you can imagine the numbers that we would be able to distribute.
Right, and I guess that number, then definitely we need more management and all the how we actually run that. What Numan Baig just said, that you have to make a phone call, you have to make contacts and get more contracts. Definitely we have more strength, we have more distributors, we have more, but that's really a very big and appreciated number.
I think it strengthens the faith also to take part in this. We have newcomers also taking part in this, to see like what kind of Jamaat have they actually entered. So this is great opportunity for them.
And the reaction of others that receive the help, they get interested as well, and asking new converts that, are you a Muslim as well? And they say, yes, we are. So it's a way to meet other people and invite them.
Mashallah. And that really brings me up to another perspective of exactly what you said. The others, the non-Muslims or the non-Ahmadis, I know I have been involved in some of it, but I had some other duties. So if I couldn't participate in some of the events, I would just say, well, I would like to be there next time. But what about the non-Ahmadis or the non-Muslims? When you distribute food, when you arrange a soup kitchen, or you distribute the clothes in the refugees, we had a very great refugee crisis here. I mean, everybody has a soft spot, I guess, inside them. And when they see that, how do you get them persuaded by that?
Like I said, that in the beginning, when we went to the city to distribute the food, we had to look for the homeless. But now we go into the city, they come to us, they recognize it, and they say, oh, here they are. And we arranged a soup kitchen in the beginning of this month. And when I spoke to them, and they said that the homeless people said that it's a mosque. We don't know if they felt a little bit frightened, but when they came here, they enjoyed it. And when I called and spoke to the management, they said that they really liked it. It thought it was very beautiful, and they would like to come again. So now we're mainly focusing on to bringing people to the mosque, where we can provide food, clothes, and everything they need.
Like I told Numan before this activity, I said that even one person is a success.
Yeah.
Because this person will bring the good news back to their people to let them know that there was nothing dangerous about the mosque.
Right.
Because this bringing people to the mosque started by around Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first time Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a soup kitchen in our mosque. The participation where the homeless came were not so big, because it was the first time, and it was arranged quite urgently. Yeah. So we went to the city and distributed food over there. But we had one the 2nd of April, and the participation were very good. And now we, inshallah, are planning a new one, 6th of May.
MashaAllah.
Next week.
We are not a closed Jamaat. We want to be part of the society around us.
Exactly. True. A question to both of you, probably. If we talk about what do you see in the long run, where do we? Well, eventually it comes to the same point that you mentioned, Hana Sahib, about what Masih Maud has said. I mean, this is basically the faith. But I'm talking about the activities and what areas or what problems of the society do we really want to target. Then these has been like a couple of activities. What else do you plan? For instance, I mean, you might want to plant some trees. You might want to.
Course, yeah.
We literally today do on the New Year. We go out and clean the streets. So what else do you plan next?
When it comes to planting trees and so on, I don't see it as a main problem in Sweden, but we are slowly talking about possibly arranging charity walk or charity run, as they're doing in other countries as well. In the beginning, we are at least focusing whatever we are able to collect in Gothenburg, for example. This will stay in Gothenburg. So it's not going abroad, or it's not going to another city. The people who provide or sponsor us in Gothenburg, that money or that food will stay within Gothenburg. So we will find different projects or organizations within the city to work with.
We will also try to speed up blood donation. We have talked to the main hospital here, and they will come here and have some kind of introduction course about blood donation, what it is and the benefits, and all Khudams can ask the questions that they have. So that's one of the focus.
Take away the fear of needles.
Yeah. True. Yeah, I mean, I just see in a way that basically it all comes to the same perspective. We've just had our sessions about the other campaign that we've been running in the Jamaat, Stoppa krisen.
Yeah.
And I mean, everything that literally comes to the same point. It's all the faith and humanity and all that stuff. So exactly. And sorry if I'm just cutting out you or your questions. I just have a lot. I guess that we're just short on time, but we have a lot of questions about this. If we talk about the blood donation, you said, I mean, we have a lot of different requirements when it comes to Sweden or these kind of countries. But when we talk about the hunger or poors or the other problems that you've been targeting, how do you choose a problem? For instance, I mean, hunger was you wanted to actually kill the hunger, that's one, but you wanted to show the society that, well, there still is hunger in Sweden. So how do you choose the areas to target first and then prioritize them?
I think personally, our main focus is to help the ones who are in need. If this is being seen by others, that's great.
Right.
But it's not our target.
Yeah, true.
So it is to create a feeling within ourselves that we need to solve this problem, everyone together. And like I said, it's not the main target that everyone else in the society should think that this is such a great Jamaat. This is the second target. So,
but yeah, I mean that actually, in a different perspective, it does help us educating the society that no, you should not ignore these hungry people. So
no, but we're not giving them only to show others how good we are. I think it's a different type of intention then.
Right.
So we have to keep ourselves pure in that sense as well.
Right. Numan Baig Sahab or Sarmad Sahab, have you had been, I mean, if we talk about the Ahmadiyya Muslim community across the world today, I mean, there has been, I guess, if we just bring out some facts, then probably other than the other Red Cross or those, I'm not talking about those, but being a very, how do you say that in English? I mean, Razakarana, that we do not get paid. Mm-hmm. I'm just slipping out the word, but we do not get paid. We're all volunteers. Yeah. And for the voluntary work, this kind of humanitarian or at this scale, there probably is not any other Jamaat or any other organization that's doing it.
I think not.
No.
Like, I have the privilege to be part of an international group now on WhatsApp with muhtamim from different countries. So it's Canada, it's Australia, it's UK, it's so many countries part of this group, and we share with each other what's going on in this group. So to see what is going on in Australia or in Austria, it's really great. This organization is doing mashallah very good work.
That's good. You can draw inspiration.
Yeah, exactly.
And bring it to Sweden.
Yeah, I guess that's exactly where I was trying to head to. That have you been, any of you been in contact with the other countries yet, or do you plan to, like gain more experiences from them or share yours with them? Because that definitely our goal is the same.
We went to UK last year and we met their local Amla there, and we sat down with their representative with the same shuba, and we had a discussion, and that's how this WhatsApp group came up. And but of course it is needed that we work across the borders to encourage each other, and I think if we contact each other, then I'm sure that people from other countries would come here if we have the need, and if there's a need, for example, if there's a flood in the UK, then of course we will go there. We will provide people if they need it.
True. Yeah, God forbid if we have any such thing, then we just have to. But yeah, I mean, it's that is probably one of the understanding of being under a single Khalifa. That we are united no matter where we are today. I mean, even on the New Year day, we see news all over the world, in the newspaper, on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere, that they've been cleaning the cities. Ahmadiyya Muslim community, New Zealand, Sweden, here and there and everywhere. So
you can even see politicians now in Sweden. They did the same campaign long after us. They did a similar campaign to show, like, yes, we want to clean the streets of our city. So this is spreading outside the community as well.
But this the talk about unity, that is something that is lifted. Even we know that it is there, and it's more apparent than ever when we do work like this. Just previously, one program before you, we had Imam Tahir Yatsib and Salana talking about the Hazur Anwar's visit to Sweden last year, where they were talking about how the Jamaat came together and really worked through the difficulties that was there as if they were nothing. And this is the unity that even our guests, distinguished guests, speak of. It's a real.
You also see this at the New Year's cleaning. It's these kids and old people. It's everything in between.
Yeah.
It's everyone are helping.
We will be taking. We thank you for taking out time and coming to us and talking to us.
Exactly.
We will shortly begin with our Jalsa proceedings, the last session of this Jalsa Salana.
Jazakallah for being with us, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter and the other social media. Jazakallah.
Sarmad.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.